Gettel Hyundai of Lakewood is presenting the 2024 Hyundai Elantra Hybrid. This is the limited trim. They offer two different variants in which when you go up to the limited, you're going to be getting more technology. You're going to be receiving the smart cruise control with upgraded 17-inch wheels instead of the 16-inch wheels. Both trims will receive projected LED headlights, daytime runnings that integrate into the gloss black materials. The lower will be highlighted with the matte black and the horizontal bars that go into the air curtain with front parking sensors. Both vehicles will house the same 1.6 liter four-cylinder hybrid, producing 139 horsepower combined with 125 pound-feet of torque combined, paired to a 6-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission, achieving 49 mpgs for the city, 52 mpgs for the highway. So it's going to sip fuel, and you're going to have over 500-mile range to a full tank. Both trims will get a McPherson front strut suspension with a multi-link independent rear suspension. The refreshed Elantra is going to look a little bit more wide for the profile and the stance. And it's going to have more of a sporty style, but yet it's a hybrid. And the rear will get LED taillights for the limited. The blue will not have that as an option. The lower is going to look a little bit more aggressive. We'll also have the new H style that spins across the whole rear, so it makes it look visually wider and longer than the prior gen. Quick release going into 14.2 cubic feet of storage. It sits up a little bit, but it has a pretty decent width for the opening. Underneath the floor is going to have some more storage, and you can fold down the rear bench in the back by pulling the levers. Because I'm tall, I'm going to just go inside, push down the seats, and that will maximize cargo to the Elantra. H-Tech leatherette 10-way power seat adjustment for the driver, manual adjustment for the passenger, heated ventilated front seats, cloth seats with manual seat adjustment is standard on the blue. Headroom and legroom. The driver Focus Elantra has a refresh, and in the interior you're going to notice that as well. We get a sleeve for the passenger side with the wall with a grab handle, 10.25 for both digital gauge cluster and a infotainment screen, and we get navigation, Apple CarPlay, Sirius XM, AM, FM, streaming Bluetooth audio, 8 speakers through Bose. When you go to the blue, you will not receive that. Quiet mode, blue link, put it into reverse. We get a reverse camera. The trajectory will expand, and you can change the camera layout so you can see a tow lineup, which I don't know what you would be towing with this vehicle, but you still have the capabilities. Dual climate control setting is standard. The wireless charger is not. That's going to be on this trim only. 12 volt, USB ports, little area for storage, and look at that key fob. It has a Hyundai badge. That's why I put it that way. Leather around the shifter. Driving mode select, which you have Sport, Smart, Eco. And you can also change the design by going into Setup. You go into Screen Layout, and now you can change it to a Cube, A, or Classic A, Classic B, Classic C. It's going to be a little bit more sporty and push back. This opens up, and you have a little storage container with a leather-wrapped steering wheel, multi-function, adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, the latest safety technology for Hyundai, which also includes the blind spot monitoring, lane keep assist, forward collision, park distance warning for forward and reverse, with rear cross traffic alert, and also safe exit. Turn the vehicle off. Check this out. It's telling you to check the rear seats. I don't know why somebody would forget anyone in the rear seats, but that's just a joke. Memory seats, it's going to be soft right here, a little bit more sporty right here. One touch up and down for the driver window with a long storage pocket and a beverage holder carved out, with a auto dimming rear view mirror and a moonroof. Headroom and legroom. We're going to have a storage net behind the passenger seat. USB ports is standard on both trims with cup holders and an armrest. And the door is going to have the same segment in the front, except you're not getting the contrast stitch as you're noticing. With a smaller storage pocket, and it's going to be firm where it should be a little bit more soft. Sliding into the center, the floor isn't flat, but the rails are pushed up enough, and the footwell area has quite a bit of space. Butt, leg, shoulder, and knee space is not really compromised, even though this kind of contours inwards. Headroom, though, becomes a little bit more compromised, but it's still doable, and I'm at 6'3". 139 horsepower with 125 pound-feet of torque out of the 1.6 liter four-cylinder hybrid engine. Now, it doesn't sound like it has a lot of power, but you don't need a lot of power to move this vehicle because it is a smaller vehicle. And the good thing about hybrids is how many MPGs you get. 49 over 52, that's pretty darn good. And a lot of that is because the curb weight is just under 3,100 pounds. If you go to the blue, it's under 3,000 pounds. And that's why that goes up to near 60 MPGs combined, which is pretty insane. Here you're getting a 50 MPG combined. You do sit low to the ground. It does have more of a sport vibe to it. And the interior, the way it has been refreshed, it's more driver focused, but yet still giving enough room for the passenger and a sleeve of storage, whether in the door pocket or in the center. You will hear some more road noise. It's not really because of the option of the wheels, but because of the suspension setup. I like that both trims get a digital gauge reader. The infotainment screen isn't too over the top, 10.25, it's enough. Actually makes the car feel wider because there's smaller screens. Standard dual climate control settings. I would personally go to the Limited because you are getting the wireless charging pad, the heated ventilated seats, H-Tech leatherette seats instead of the cloth, and you're getting power seat adjustment for the driver, plus the upgraded wheels and the 8 speakers through Bose. You're getting quite a bit of amenities, plus the smart cruise control with auto start, or plus the smart cruise control with stop and go, which is a great system because it can go about a mile to 2 miles without being engaged. And when you're thinking about competitors like Honda and Toyota, they're not going to be able to go that way. And here's some performance. You'll hear the engine filter in, but it is to be expected. The pedal doesn't feel heavy. The actual feel of the vehicle feels light too, so for braking and for maneuverability, even though the steering has a little bit of weight to it, you can move in and out. It's a smaller vehicle. The refresh also looks more dynamic on the exterior, bringing that into the interior. 6-speed dual clutch automatic transmission, so it'll change gears a little bit more frequently. Both trims will receive USB ports for the back, and because it's hybrid, there's going to be times that the engine will cut on and off. Turn radius is actually going to be pretty tight. It's about 1.5 lanes. Visibility is good. The drive feels a little bit more sporty than the prior gen, plus you're getting upgraded technology. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to stop by Gettel Hyundai of Lakewood to check out their new and pre-owned selection.